Hello, hi everybody. I'm Audrie Siew. I'm just very humbled and honored to receive this Icons of Change 2025 award. I accept the award and I want to thank the organizing committee for giving this and also recognizing a cause that's very close to my heart, and that is ensuring that every child can grow up in a family loved and safe where possible. Everything that you have seen here, everything that we have achieved is actually only possible because of amazing teams that work together with one heart, striving tirelessly to build a better world for vulnerable children. So this award belongs to them as well. And guys, you know who you are. I joined the Ministry of Social and Family Development many years ago, and that started my journey working with vulnerable children and discovered deeper and deeper the kind of help that they need and how to help them effectively. And later I was seconded to the Salvation Army Singapore as the Executive Director of Children and Youth Group, and that's where I am today. More than 10 years ago, I experienced what I call a moment of clarity. And it was that time when I was working with youth at risk. It dawned on me what orphanhood really meant. Many communities, children are being abused or even neglected to the point where they are no longer safe in families. And it's such a tragedy that was happening to the kids, and I could just see with my mind's eye what it meant to the children to actually have the foundation of their life not even able to be trusted or stable. I could sense their helplessness, their grief, their confusion as to why this was happening. And sometimes the abuse could be by someone that's very close to them and very often supposed to be the most trusted person in their lives. So I thought to myself, we gotta be able to do more to help these kids. In 2013, I was the first ever Director of Children in Care Service in the Ministry of Social and Family Development. And I had the privilege of being able to look at the research and the data, and we thought to ourselves, hey, we got to grow all these other options for them to grow up naturally in families, because the research is so clear. Families are better for kids. Children grow better in families. That's not to say that residential care is bad, because there will be times where children need residential care. So, but in Singapore at least, we thought if we can grow family-based care for the kids, we could improve the outcomes and help the children to rebuild after these tragedies that they've gone through. I had the privilege at the time to be the director of the department that was key to leading this transformative shift in the out-of-home care sector for the children with child protection risk. Together with my team at MSF, we worked very hard with like-hearted partners to actually build up all the different family-based care options. Well, first, if the children could be preserved in families, services were provided to actually help them to stay at home with safety plans and to help the families overcome the difficulties that they had. If they could not stay with the families, then we could find kin. So maybe the grandmother, grandfather, or even the auntie or uncle. So we managed to find ways of starting services so that foster care could actually grow. So we had the privilege of seeing foster care grow. The number of foster parents grew by 80% in 3 years, and we were so amazed. Residential care still played an important role, but now we could make this focus for a smaller group of children with higher needs, and better care could be given to them as well. So with this, now we have a better ecosystem that's trauma-informed, and we can right-place children to receive what they need to heal and to grow. And we can also work with families to actually be able to stabilize, and eventually, if saved again, the children can be reunified back to them. This remains to be my focus here in Salvation Army today. Over the years, the Salvation Army has steadily been growing their family-based care and family service capability. One example of a recent growth that we did was the Befrienders for Families service. That's BFF. We lovingly call it BFF. So BFF is actually like a wraparound service where befrienders guided by social workers actually wrap around vulnerable family to enable them to be safe and be able to care for children. This program supports children reunifying from residential or foster care back to the families again. You know how it is when children actually go back from care? They could be safe, but the family still have many needs. But these needs do not need statutory care or any form of care to address. Actually, the community is best place to help them. It was such a happy day when we saw our first round of independent evaluations. We saw that, hey, this program is working. The families and the children are benefiting from this. Things are better at home now. So in my personal capacity, I'm also a foster parent. I fostered for 8 years, and over 8 years, I fostered 6 children and 1 adult. So I've seen with my own eyes and experienced it in my own home that when we open up our hearts and our family to vulnerable children, they can grow so much better in families. So I would say, if you're able to do so, please open up your hearts and your homes wherever you are. I do know that many countries are short of foster parents. I'm also glad to serve as a Southeast Asia ambassador for World Without Orphans. This is actually a worldwide movement that's currently now in over 60 countries to inspire more to rise up so that we can do whatever it takes in our countries and societies to enable children to be able to stay with their families or to be cared for in loving families and to grow to their potential. Through initiatives like Orphan Sunday, I've seen communities rise up all over the world to see that no child is left alone. You know that if we can do this well in our societies, this can enable better outcomes for children, better long-term outcomes, and it can also enable us to go closer to reaching the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We could be making very real impact long-term in reducing poverty, improving and promoting health and well-being, reducing inequalities, building strong and inclusive societies and communities. This year, as the world marks the International Year of Peace and Trust, we're reminded that helping these children is not the work of one person or one organization alone. The spirit of collaboration is what makes amazing results possible. Thank you again for this great honor. My hope is that hearing what is possible will also inspire many, many more to rise up to also create this better world for vulnerable children. Thank you.